Which iPhone would you choose if Apple kept reinventing it every single year? Well, that's exactly what's happening. Apple is reportedly redesigning the iPhone every year from now until 2027, leading up to the iPhone's 20th birthday. That means every September, for the next 3 years, you won't just see the usual pro camera upgrades or slightly bigger battery. Instead, we're talking about major design overhauls, new models, and Apple chasing trends that, let's be honest, Android nailed years ago. But the question is, will Apple do it better this year? The spotlight is on the iPhone 17 series now. Most of us already know that the iPhone 17 Pro is getting the biggest outward redesign we've seen in ages. According to Apple insider Mark Gurman, yes, the guy whose newsletter is basically Apple's unofficial press release, the Pro models are about to look very different. The first thing you'll notice is the massive new rear camera module. Think of it as the gem bro of iPhones. It bulked up, probably for good reason. Apple is pushing harder into computational photography and AI features, so bigger sensors make sense. And yes, the memes are already writing themselves. Soon you'll need a backpack just to carry the camera bump. But here's where things get spicy. Apple is scrapping the Plus model and introducing the brand new iPhone 17 Air. Now, don't let the name fool you, it's not light on your wallet. Reports suggest the Air will cost almost as much as the iPhone 17 Pro, but will cut back on essentials like battery size and cameras. Only one rear camera, a 2900 mAh battery, and less endurance overall. Why? Because this is Apple's attempt to win over the form over function crowd, the people who say, I don't care about specs, I just want a phone that looks chic and thin. Basically, the Air is Apple's fashion model, pretty, slim, and probably always hungry. Leaked images suggest that the iPhone 17 Air could be Apple's thinnest phone ever. Literally as slim as its side buttons. Sounds impressive, right? Except Samsung already did this with the Galaxy S5 Edge, and when you put the two side by side, the designs look suspiciously similar. So, round one goes to Android, but Apple has a track record, even when it's late to the party. It often sets the trend once it arrives. Another rumor is a camera bar stretching across the back of the iPhone, similar to Google's Pixel 9. Apple might also ditch titanium for aluminum again. Yes, the same design language Samsung had been using. If this sounds like Apple is borrowing ideas, well, it is. But then again, it's not about who does it first, it's about who does it best. Now, here's something exciting. For the first time ever, Apple may introduce vapor chamber cooling in the iPhone 17 Pro models. For the uninitiated, this is basically water cooling for your phone. Heat evaporates liquid inside the chamber, travels, condenses, and cools the phone down. It's like your iPhone running with a tiny built-in AC unit. Android phones like the Razer Phone 2 were doing this back in 2018. But Apple jumping in now means two things. 1. Performance will stay consistent even under heavy workloads. And 2. Gamers might finally stop complaining about their iPhones heating up like frying pans. For years, Apple reserved 120 Hz promotion displays for the Pro models. That changes with the iPhone 17 series. For the first time, every single iPhone including the 17 Air will get a high refresh rate display. That's right, no more Pro-only smooth scrolling. Finally, and Apple is also boosting RAM. The iPhone 16 Pro had 8 GB, but this year, rumors say we're getting 12 GB of RAM. That's the biggest jump in iPhone history. Of course, Android users are probably chuckling. Samsung has had 12 or even 16 GB for years. And some Chinese brands are already flexing with 24 GB. But remember, Apple's strength has always been optimization. With iOS 26 and Apple Intelligence requiring serious horsepower, 12 GB is more than enough for seamless AI-powered features. Now let's talk batteries. The iPhone 17 Pro Max could finally cross the 5,000 mAh barrier. That's huge for iPhones. For context, the iPhone 16 Pro Max had 4,685 mAh, which was already Apple's largest ever. Android phones like Samsung's Galaxy S20 Ultra hit that number way back in 2020. But hey, better late than never, and it's not just hardware. iOS 26 is also rolling out a major design overhaul. The biggest since iOS 7 in 2013, Apple is giving its software a fresh, modern aesthetic, aligning it with the hardware makeover. Some will love it, some will hate it, but at least Apple is finally shaking things up after a decade of the same look. What's even more interesting is Apple's quiet push toward repairability and sustainability. The iPhone 17 Pro will reportedly Feature an L-shaped steel encased battery with better heat dissipation, longer life. And get this, an adhesive mechanism that makes it easier to replace. Yes, Apple is finally making it simpler to swap out batteries. This isn't just a win for users. It's also a big step toward reducing e-waste, especially since the EU has been cracking down on right-to-repair regulations. On top of that, Apple will continue its dual SIM strategy. In markets like the US, Canada, and parts of Europe, the iPhone 17 Pro may ship with a SIM only. But in regions where physical SIM cards still dominate, Apple will keep the traditional SIM tray. A smart move that balances innovation with practicality. So, here's the big picture. The iPhone 17 series isn't just another small update. It's the start of a 3-year journey where Apple is reinventing the iPhone year after year, leading up to its 20th anniversary in 2027. From slimmer designs to bigger batteries, from better cooling to a total software revamp, this generation could mark the moment Apple stops playing catch-up and starts setting the bar again. The real question is, will you go for the brand new iPhone 17 Air with its sleek design, or stick to the powerhouse iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell for more Apple and smartphone updates. And before you go, check out my other videos on the iPhone 17 rumors and the Galaxy S25 Ultra to see how these two giants are battling it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.